Let's be real, no one does drama, suspense, or full-blown emotional chaos like Korean cinema. Whether it's spine-chilling thrillers, heartbreaking love stories, or mind-blowing twists that leave you stunned, Korean movies don't just entertain, they hit you where it hurts, and somehow you'll thank them for it. So today we're counting down the top 5 Korean movies of all time that you can stream right now on Netflix or YouTube. No fillers, no fluff, just pure cinematic greatness. Loyalty has its limits, and when it breaks, so does the man. That's the brutal beauty of A Bittersweet Life, a Korean gangster film that's as sleek as it is savage. We follow Sunwoo, a calm, loyal right-hand man to a powerful crime boss. He lives by a code, quiet, efficient, and deadly, until one day he's asked to watch over the boss's young girlfriend. Simple, right? But when Sunwoo decides to show mercy instead of following orders, everything shatters. Betrayal, revenge, blood, and just like that, the man who once enforced the rules is now breaking all of them. Why A Bittersweet Life still hits hard. Stylish direction by Kim Ji-woon. Incredible lead performance by Lee Byung-hun. A perfect blend of noir aesthetics, deep emotion, and brutal action. It's not just about violence, it's about consequence, control, and regret. Streaming on Prime Video, Apple TV, or Viki, depending on your region. A Bittersweet Life is a 2-hour Korean action crime drama directed by the legendary Kim Ji-woon. It's packed with stunning visuals, emotional weight, and sharp storytelling. And it holds a solid 7.5 out of 10 rating on IMDb for a reason. What if falling in love meant falling into danger? That's The Quiet Storm inside Decision to Leave, a hauntingly beautiful Korean thriller where mystery, love, and obsession collide. We follow Detective Hae-jun, a soft-spoken investigator working a suspicious death case on a mountainside. The prime suspect? Seo-rae, the victim's widow. But instead of finding answers, Hae-jun finds himself drawn to her, emotionally, mentally, dangerously. Why Decision to Leave is a must-watch. Directed by Park Chan-wook, yes, the mastermind behind Oldboy. Stunning cinematography. Every frame feels like a painting. A slow-burn romance wrapped in a murder mystery. Complex, layered characters, and a story that keeps shifting beneath your feet. You can stream Decision to Leave on Mubi or Amazon Prime, depending on your region. It's a 2-hour, 18-minute Korean romantic mystery thriller with English subtitles, directed by the brilliant Park Chan-wook, who won Best Director at Cannes 2022. With a strong IMDb rating of 7.3/10, this film blends elegance, tension, and emotion like no other. What would you risk to finally taste freedom? That's the heart-pounding question at the center of Escape, a Korean action thriller that dives into one man's desperate fight to break free from one of the world's most brutal regimes, North Korea. The story follows Im Kyu-nam, a North Korean soldier who decides he can't take it anymore. He plans a daring escape across the border, risking everything, his life, his family, his future, to reach South Korea and start over. But freedom doesn't come easy. Hot on his trail is Ri Hyun-sung, a relentless officer from the State Security Department, who will stop at nothing to hunt him down. What unfolds is a high-stakes game of cat and mouse, set across barbed wire borders, minefields, and raw human desperation. Why Escape is a must-watch. Intense real-world stakes with emotional depth, gritty action scenes, and nerve-wracking tension. Based on true stories of real defectors. A deep look at humanity, loyalty, and the price of freedom. Escape is a Korean action thriller drama led by Lee Ja-hoon and Koo Kyo-hwan and directed by Lee Jong-pil. It premiered in 2024 with a festival release and is now rolling out globally. The film is in Korean with English subtitles, and while streaming platforms are still TBD, you'll likely find it soon on Netflix or Viki, so keep an eye out. Some graves were never meant to be opened. That's the chilling premise of Exuma, a supernatural horror film from Korea that blends ancient rituals, dark family secrets, and forces far beyond human control. The story follows 2 shamans and a feng shui expert, called in by a wealthy family suffering from a mysterious curse. Their mission? To exhume an ancestral grave in the Korean countryside. But what they unleash isn't just bad luck, it's something far older and far more terrifying. Why Exuma is worth your watch. Deeply rooted in Korean spiritual traditions and folklore. Stunning cinematography with eerie atmospheric visuals. A slow burn horror that builds real dread, no cheap jump scares. A mystery that keeps unraveling until the final breath. Exuma is a 2-hour, 14-minute Korean horror mystery with a chilling supernatural edge. It stars Choi Min-sik, Kim Go-eun, Yoo Hae-jin, and Lee Do-hyun, and comes from Jang Jae-hyun, the director behind The Priests. The film is in Korean with English subtitles, and it holds a solid 7.1 out of 10 IMDb rating. Streaming availability varies by region, so check Netflix, Viki, or Tubi in your area. Imagine waking up to a world gone silent, no messages, no power, and outside your window, zombies everywhere. That's the terrifying setup of Alive, a Korean survival horror film that drops you right into the chaos. With no warning and no way out, we follow Oh Jun-woo, a gamer and live streamer, trapped alone in his apartment during a sudden zombie outbreak in Seoul. With internet and food running out, and no idea if his family is alive, he starts to lose hope, until a message from another survivor gives him one last reason to fight. Why people love Not Alive. It's tense, fast-paced, and insanely relatable, especially post-2020. A fresh take on the zombie genre. Less gore, more isolation and anxiety. A simple story with real emotional impact, and it's led by Yoo Ah-in and Park Shin-hye, who absolutely nail it, streaming on Netflix.